Hello, welcome back to my channel, guys. Before I start working on the Lexus, please help me subscribe to my channel, click that bell notification so every time I have a new video you guys will be updated. But I'm working on a 2007 Lexus IS350. So right now the car is having issue with the charging system. I found out it's a bad alternator. The customer, he replaced his battery about 2 days ago, and he said after he replaced it, he keep on after driving, he parked it for a little bit, and then he keep on jumping it every time he wants to start the car. So I checked it out. It was a bad alternator. So right now I have my jumper hooked into the battery, and you can see it's only at 10 volt, so it's kind of low. Now I'm gonna start the car and show you guys that the alternator is charging low. There you go. Now I'm gonna start the car. Now let me show you with the car running. You can see the alternator is only charging at 10.4, 10.3. So that's a bad alternator. You can see it's going down to 9 now. So let's say I'm going to show you another way to check the alternator if you don't have this kind of jumper and it doesn't show you the voltage. So what I did is I have my voltmeter here, turn it to voltage, and then plug one of the lead to the ground, the black lead to the ground, and then use the red lead. You're gonna use the red lead to check. So you're gonna touch the alternator, the battery terminal, and then you should be getting a voltage. There you go. It says 10, 11. You can see the alternator is bad. So let me show you. That's where I'm touching the alternator. You can see right there. That's the battery cable, and it gave me the voltage 10.9. That's exactly the same thing as my jumper. You can see 10 right there. Before you guys start removing the alternator, make sure you guys take out your negative terminal on the battery. Now for the alternator, I took out some of the bolt for the harness bracket, some of the connector all the way around here, so that way it gives me some room to move up and down on it. And I moved a couple brackets on this side. Those 10mm bracket right here holding onto the harness, a couple bracket right here. I took out the black cover that was sitting in front right here, and then took out the fuse cab. I took out the idler pulley, 14mm, which is right here. This is the tensioner for the drive belt. So you gotta take out the belt to get to this bottom bolt right here of the alternator. I took it out already. There's another bolt right here, and then for the connector, once you remove all the bracket on this side, so it gives you some room to reach your hand down like this, you're gonna press on the tab back here. Press on this tab right here and pull. This is the connector for the alternator, and then there's another connector, which is that gray one. This is the compressor. Press on this lock right here, pull. So you're gonna have to disconnect that compressor connector so you have some room and some slack. That way you can move it out of the way. And then for the alternator positive terminal, this is a 10mm. So I used my long quarter extension, and then I hit it from there, and then I had to move. I have to pry out a couple clips that was on the wire, so that way it comes off of the alternator. And then there's one more bracket. Now here's the tricky part about the alternator. So after you remove the 2 bolt in the front of the alternator, there's another bracket that's holding on to the alternator. So I'm using my mirror to show you guys, try my best to show you all. So right there, you can see right there, the one that I have the nut loosened up on the stud right there, that one, and then the one across from it is holding on to the back of the alternator. So you have to remove those two in order for you to take out the alternator. I know, right? It's kind of stupid, and it's like really tight spot to get to. Actually, you only need to remove the nut only on the stud, the one that's holding on to the block, and then after that, I use a pry tool, and then just pry it out like that, and then just figure out your way to move it out of here. You might have to take out this stud right here because it might be in your way. Here is the stud I removed. The head is kind of stripped. I'm gonna replace this with the 10mm bolt. The stud is right here. So after you take the stud out, give you some room on the alternator, and you can just lift it up like that. There you go. And this is the bracket I'm talking about, that you have to remove the nut on here. This is a very bad design right here. Let me show you where this bracket goes to the block. So it sits right here where that stud is right there that you're looking at. That's where the bracket sits on the block. When you put it back, you don't have to put this bracket back because you already have the two bolts in the front. It's strong enough to hold the alternator. This is a very stupid design. Here I got my remanufactured Denso alternator, OEM, just remanufactured. This one is from Toyota. You can see it says Toyota right there, but it's ripped off. Everything's the same. Like I said, I'm not gonna put this bracket over to here because it's really hard. When you put it back, you have to align it with the stud on the block, so it's really hard. So this is no use. So for the remanufactured alternator, this is the part number right here. This is gonna cost you around $220 remanufactured, but if you buy it brand new, I believe it's over $300. Well, I finished putting in the alternator already, put everything back to its original place. When I started the car, you can see the car, it's the alternator, the new alternator is charging at 13.8, 13.7. So that's a good charging alternator. The right amount of charging should be higher than 12.7 and 14.1 under. So in between there, it's a good alternator. Anything under 12.7, consider as bad. Anything over 14.2 is still acceptable. Anything over that is overcharged. Anything under 12.7 is undercharged. But I got everything back on. Just need to put the cover back. Let me show you on this side. I put everything back. Put the AC compressor, connector, everything back onto that side. All the little brackets, everything. Now let me show you. The alternator is charging at 13.6. I'm gonna use the voltmeter. The same thing. I'm gonna check it with the voltmeter. I have my ground lead to the ground wire, and then over here, I'm gonna touch the positive wire of the alternator. And then you're gonna see it says, there you go, 13.7. So that's good. That's how you check alternator with the voltmeter. But that is it for this video, guys. Just a alternator replace. So if you guys have any question, comment down below. Ask me anything you want to ask me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you guys new to my channel, please help me subscribe. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.